Welcome back to another installment of A Couple of Drinks with the Clarks. Tonight's feature, Layer Cake Cabernet Sauvignon. Oh, I gotta put my jacket on.
I know.
I gotta get fancy.
Fancy. We're having
Talk
red
amongst
wine.
yourselves.
We're having cake and cab.
Cake and cab, not necessarily in that order.
I'm excited.
Nice, huh?
Yeah,
Some
thank
red wine
God we're not doing bourbon again.
Funny you should say that.
Why?
Bourbon barrel aged Cabernet.
Okay.
Welcome back to our show, folks. I am Matt. This is my wife,
Patty.
We are the Clarks. Thank you for fixing my pin of me. But I'm not too much of an egomaniac, huh?
I love it.
Well, so, folks, welcome. Tonight's episode, we are talking about Layer Cake Bourbon Barrel Aged Cabernet. Now, what they do is they create their normal California Cabernet, then they finish it in a bourbon oak barrel. So it's not like it spends the whole time in a bourbon barrel. Mm-hmm. They just finish the wine. There's a lot of wines doing it nowadays. There's some doing tequila, some doing rum, all this other stuff. We even have one that's doing a Scotch barrel. So there's lots of different things going on. But this is a beautiful California cab that they just happen to age in a bourbon barrel because bourbon is hot.
It is hot going down.
Not all of them.
I've had a few experiences. They taste great, but they are hot going down, let me tell you.
So Layer Cake is a company that they create wines. Predominantly, their wines are from California. Mm-hmm. They also do some outsourcing where they go to Italy for their Primitiva, which is fantastic. They go down to Australia for the Shiraz. Then they go to Mendoza for their Malbec.
For what?
For their Malbec.
Oh, for the Malbec.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that was. Not sure what kind of accent that was, but anyway, probably pretty horrible. So this 93 points in the San Francisco Wine Competition of 2019.
Nice.
That's a nice little hit out of a possible.
And it's
points.
bourbon barrel.
Bourbon barrel aged, yes.
So, is it going to be stronger in alcohol because it's in a bourbon barrel?
So, here's the thing. This one tells you on the back that it is 14.8% alcohol. Mm-hmm. I don't have the regular Cabernet to compare side by side or side by each. Mm-hmm. But I imagine it's probably pumped up the alcohol just a little bit, just to because I mean there's it's sitting in a bourbon barrel. I'm sure maybe there might be a little bourbon in the staves of the barrel, so it might suck it out. Who knows?
Okay.
But we're gonna try it out.
Okay.
You tell me what you think.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna swirl first.
Well, yeah.
Of course. Now, what we're gonna do? We're going to
sitting, learning, trying to figure this out.
So we're gonna do this the proper way. You ready?
Okay.
We're gonna see it.
See it.
Now, what you want to do is put it over like something white, like this paper.
I'm gonna spill it.
No, you're not. You see the colors? Isn't that beautiful?
It's beautiful.
Look at the outer rim.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful it's a beautiful ruby color. Okay.
It's beautiful.
See, and then you want to sniff. What do you smell?
Bourbon. I'm just kidding. I do smell bourbon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I smell it, but not like a strong bourbon smell.
Sounds to me like pepper. Doesn't like bourbon either.
No, pepper smells or see something else.
Now, what else do you smell? What type of fruits?
I smell cherries.
Yes. And you smell, you can almost smell the fact that it's going to be a jammy cab. Can you smell that?
Jammy.
Yes.
Yes.
And it matches your lipstick. I see that. So I see, I sniff, I swirl because when you swirl, you are opening it up. Yes, you know why the legs?
Don't tell me.
Come on, you can do it.
She's got legs because it's the tannins.
Alcohol.
Either
way. Alcohol, or in the case of some sweet.
So if it has a lot of legs, it's got a lot of alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but if it comes down in a sheet, it's like.
Okay, so this has some legs.
Yep. So sip.
All right.
Now sip.
Are you going to sip before you toast
Yes.
me?
Oh, how dare I?
You're rude.
How rude.
Cheers, love you.
Cheers, love you.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Wow.
Now your nose was correct about everything about that cab.
That is really good.
Cherry, a little raspberry, maybe.
Raspberry, yeah. Raspberry.
Roseberries. Snowsberries taste like snowsberries.
Raspberries taste like raspberries.
So, your nose really told you everything about that wine before you even tasted it.
That is really good.
So that's the way you taste wine: is see, sniff, swirl, sip, and then savor.
And you slurp too in
I
between
slurp.
there. You did
Slurp.
Yellow.
I'm gonna slurp again.
Don't laugh. Spit it out.
Mm.
So, does this layer cake, is there a reason why they call it layer cake? Is it because you taste all the different layers in the wine, or?
You are 100% correct.
Really? Does it go well with cake?
I don't know. Never tried it.
Shall we try?
When in Rome, I say.
Just a minute.
What do you got under there? Of
I just
course.
so happen to have cake.
Of course. Now, listen.
Compliments of Mary Grace.
I'm going to do...
Contactless cake
I'm going to
delivery.
do a little bit of a cupcake seminar.
Oh,
Now,
boy.
listen. Here's the deal. This is the
You
proper...
can't just eat a cupcake.
No, listen. This is the proper way to eat a cupcake. Now, listen. I showed my modified football guys the proper way to eat a cupcake. And listen, if I didn't teach them anything about football, at least I taught them this life lesson.
That's exactly right.
Me and my buddy Dean, for sure, we did a good job. But this is one of the things that I'm gonna say, mine all mine. You take the bottom off, and you make sure you get contact all the way around.
Contact. That's your football lesson. Contact.
Mm-hmm. It's the only contact we had. We didn't have enough players to hit each other.
Oh, I'm just going to keep drinking.
Oh, listen, I didn't need to do that, but I just wanted to.
Right, exactly. I know you did, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Ever since I went over and picked them up from the porch with the sanitized
Yes.
cupcake tin.
Yes, sanitize away.
Gosh.
So what do you think?
It's awesome. This is great.
Now listen,
great.
this wine.
I would definitely buy a Cabernet that is aged in a bourbon barrel because it's so mellow.
Broaden your horizons. Check it all out. There's a lot of cool stuff out there.
Yep.
This is one of my favorites. It's very easy to drink, and it's priced right. Everyday wine. Cheers. Love you.
Cheers, love you.
Thank you so much for joining us again. Take care of each other. Stay safe.
Take care of
it.
Have some more drinks with the Clarks.
Have some more drinks with the Clarks. So listen, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Have a couple of drinks with the Clarks.
Have a couple drinks. And have a couple cupcakes.
Cupcakes are delicious also.